Yo, YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Trey back again, hit you with a video. Now, this video right here is about R. Kelly, the Pied Piper R&B, one of the greatest rhythm and blues R&B personalities that's ever been known. I mean, he is in a class definitely by itself, one of the most talented musicians that I have ever heard in my life that can produce, write, sing. This guy wrote for Michael Jackson, Celine Dion, I mean, he wrote for a lot of high profile people, Stevie Wonder, the list goes on. But lately, well, all the time basically, but as of within the past few months, because if a lot of you all remember the story about him giving the married woman, the police wife woman, chlamydia. If y'all remember that story that I did a while back, so it's been hell for him all year long. Now this is what happened when you piss off the wrong people. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who it is or what their intentions is with Robert, but at the same time, they just seem like the chickens are coming home to roost, and that it goes to show you that whatever done in the dark will come to the light because none of these people are angels like you would believe. And I'm not trying to bash the man. This is not a bash video. It's just the truth. You feel me? So I hope that you all receive it with a clear understanding. But at the same time, I have to say how I feel because I didn't want to do a video on it. But then the more I read about it and the more I seen it, it dawned on me. Say, let me go and drop my little 2 cents in. So this is just my opinion. This is not, well, a lot of the stuff is factual, but what I'm going to read from his past legal struggles. But other than that, it's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But it's up to you to believe what you want to believe. Now, on Monday, BuzzFeed came out with an article called "Inside the Pied Piper of R&B R&B code." Like R. Kelly has some type of sex code going on. They say that he has 6 women basically that he's holding some kind of what, not to say hostage, but as sex slaves in his Atlanta and Chicago uh, mansions, basically. And I don't understand what's so hard about that because if they're underage, yeah, that's a problem. But if they're underage, that should be law enforcement should be into already on top of that, just like anything else. I mean, Department of Homeland Security, they be on everybody else when they be, you know, doing illegal things on a computer where it's looking at child pornography, trying to solicit children into sex or showing pictures or whatever else. So I don't understand if it was really minors in the house, why wouldn't law enforcement already done kick the door in like they would anybody else? So I don't understand it. But when you look at these, where they had one female, and I think her name was some Savage girl. Let me see what her name is. I want to get it right. Her name is let me see, Jocelyn Savage, and so it's basically just an ongoing thing with R. Kelly. But it's pretty much, like I said, the chickens come home to roost. And you know this guy from songs like "I Believe I Can Fly." One of the best for a spirituality song for us. You know what I'm saying? Believing in yourself and never giving up. I mean, he wrote that. But at the same time, it seems like the more talented these people are, is they also they got a hidden dark side to them too. It's weird like that. But I'm gonna just go over a few things like what I'm saying, a few things from his past. But like 1994, they had a story with him and Aaliyah, and Robert, he was 27 at the time. Aaliyah was only 14, I think, going on 15 or 15, and him and Aaliyah had a secret wedding ceremony in Cook County. Because Vibe reported this, and Vibe discovered that Aaliyah lied on her wedding certificate because they did an interview with him. For those of you all remember that, I remember when it came on live. I'm like, damn, who R. Kelly done married? You know what I'm saying? Because he was he'd been big the whole time. So anytime the man did something, we was like, who's that? And I was like, who this young female with him is? Because that's when she came out with the age ain't number the number. And it's pretty much a good CD. But if you look at the background, it shows R. Kelly leaning against the wall, looking toward this way, like at her. So he's always been a main fixture around young girls' lives and everything else. So then, if you remember from '96, involved in this big old brawl they had in Lafayette, Louisiana, where a guy had to have 110 stitches to stitch up his face because he claimed that R. Kelly and his friends, his boys or whatever, jumped on him. And also around that time, he had got kicked out the Cajun Dome in Lafayette because something dealing with a concert, a big old fight erupted, and he pretty much just left right when he was finna get ready to start his concert session. So that's two things that happened in Lafayette. What a coincidence! And then you have January '98. You have a woman named Tiffany Hawkins filed charges against R. Kelly for personal injuries and emotional distress she suffered during that 3-year relationship in the early '90s. R. Kelly, 24 at the time, initiated a sexual relationship with Hawkins, who was 15 years old. Hawkins later demanded $10 million in damages, but reports said she settled for 250 when a lawsuit was settled in January '98. And also to tie into that, if for you all who don't know, R. Kelly have a brother. Also, his brother has a deep interview about R. Kelly, about how he basically did their mom, and that's why I feel that he made the song "Sadie" because, he wasn't this kind of guy that the media, you know, not so much as the media, but at that time the media was pushing him behind him. But he was the type of guy that the media was trying to push. In other words, because he was real talented, he was making them a lot of money. Anytime you're making them a lot of money, they're gonna put you out in the forefront. But as soon as some stuff happened, they can only sweep so much dirt on the rug before you gotta let some of that dirt out. And this is pretty much what happened to him. But anyway, his brother said when it was time to bury his mama that he wouldn't even help bury his mom. They had to basically buy it, and the videos on YouTube. If you think I'm lying, so his brother pretty much said that he never did anything for him, never tried to help him, never put him on, don't even speak about him. And but his brother said he wasn't so much mad as that as the fact how he did their mom, and they had to basically ask people for help to bury their own mother, and that's a crying shame right there. And then '98, he was arrested for a misdemeanor charge for blasting his music loudly, which is nothing. Then you have February 2002. This is when it really hit the fan right here. When the video that now I didn't believe it when I first heard it because I was at my cousin's house and they were like, they got a video of R. Kelly because R. Kelly, my boy, I stay jamming that 12 play, that feeling on your booty, all that stuff. The man, no wonder he writes so much good music. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, he got a very explicit mind to come up with details and hooks like that and choreography like that. I mean, he's really on top of it. He's really a Pied Piper as far as that go. But a video broke of him. Well, allegedly him. I don't know if it was him, so we're gonna just say allegedly, but it looked just like him, a split image. But anyway, it was a young female that was in the studio. For those of you all who haven't seen the video, it's been out forever. And the female was basically sitting down, and a guy that looked like R. Kelly, and that was allegedly R. Kelly, was standing in front of the female, pissing on her, peeing on her. You know what I'm saying? Like the dude drunk about like 2 or 3 40-ounce bottles or something. I'm like, damn, when is the faucet gonna cut off? I just got disgusted because I'm like, damn, he ain't through yet. Cut it off. I'm like, I couldn't believe it. So I had to go home and watch it on the big screen because I wanted to see because they really didn't show the face too good, but you can see it was a bald head. It was looked just like him, everything, his studio, everything. So I don't know how that tape got leaked out, if that was really him, because this is all allegedly, but it damn sure looked like him. But anyway, he was using all over the video, and that's when Dave Chappelle made the famous parody about him. You know what I'm saying? When he pouring 40 ounces over the girl and everything on the Dave Chappelle show. And then later in that was February 2002. Now June 2002, he got caught up with he got slapped with 21 counts of child pornography. The cops raided his Chicago residence and also Florida residence because the man had houses everywhere. And the cops said it discovered a digital camera with 12 images of an underage girl. She was the same minor in the videotape that got Kelly indicted in Chicago. She was the same female that was getting urinated on. Basically, this is what police say. Then like, okay, 2008, let's go. After his charges in Florida were dropped due to a lack of probable cause of a search warrant, Kelly dodged another bullet with his counts in Chicago was his case were reduced from 21 to 14. So he just been catching hell, just been getting into it left and right. Then it leads up to what happened with the sheriff deputy with his wife allegedly that R. Kelly gave her chlamydia when she went to an R. Kelly concert, and they basically trying to sue him for that. And then you have this right here with the Charles Manson type cult like thing, where you have these females, and one of them saying that basically he's not holding them against their will, and basically they want to be there. But I'm like this at the same time. You got to think about something. If now it's a different story if these was 13, 14, 15-year old, but anytime you got 18-year olds and then 19-year olds, now if they living with him, that's not a code. Them just some females that want to stay with him, because at 18 you're not considered a child. Am I right or wrong? So evidently they must want to be there. You feel me? And they ain't got to get up and go to work. They ain't got to worry about paying no bills. They got everything they want. They probably just have to have sex and participate in these little orgy parties that a lot of them do. A lot of regular folks do anyway. So I don't know if the whole aspect of it is true. I don't know all the ages of the female, because they only gave out certain information. But it just seems like basically, they pretty much want R. Kelly over with and done with, and trying to find any kind of way to throw this man in jail, basically. Now, do he deserve it? That's not for me to judge him. But by his past actions leading up with these underage females all the way back to Aaliyah, and Lord knows before then. And it was also, I forgot to mention that his brother said, you need to go check out the video with his brother. Um, he said that R. Kelly used to stay parked outside McDonald's in Chicago. I forgot what section, but it was a McDonald's in Chicago that wasn't too far from this high school, and he'll park out there and be trying to solicit females. And this is his own brother saying that. Now, if it's true, I don't know, but at the same time, it seems like Robert definitely has some issues, and he's very you know he's very sexually active, evidently, to have all these females and him to be 50 years old. But do I believe the whole story? No, it just a lot of loopholes to the story. Just like if you go on Twitter, you can see that it's a lot of misleading stories. And how do TMZ get the video with the female if she's supposed to be being held hostage in a sex cult? No, she where she want to be. She ain't got to get up and go to work. She can sit there and eat whatever she want to eat. Only thing she got to do just have sex, just like a lot of women around here doing for free anyway. So I don't know what's going on with the whole story. I'm just not gonna come out and say he did so he that, he did so he that. But it won't be long before he'd be off the throne. In other words, because they definitely is going to try to take him back to the bank and get some of that money. You feel what I'm saying? As long as you keep generating money, we'll buy you time. You know what I'm saying? And then if you just step out of line, we just got to go off with your head. So I don't know really what's going on with him, but we'll see. I just want to hit y'all with that video. Hit me up in the comment sections and let me know, because it's a lot more to the story. But hey, we'll be 25-30 minutes trying to talk about all his sexual deeds. But to be that age and still having to go through all this, man, it's just time to sit your ass down. That's all I can say. Should have found you a woman. He had a woman, one of his backup dancers that he was with, that he got 2 kids by, but she left him some years ago. And it just pretty much, I don't know, because he's getting older. But at the same time, the charges are adding up, and it's like, they're gonna use all this against him. So let's just wait out and see. Hey, I'm out.